This program brought to you by the Arts and Communications Academy at Lansdowne High School. It's the Lansdowne Show.
Hi, I'm Chantel Bevins. Welcome to the 4th episode of the Lansdowne Show. I hope you enjoy.
Hey, Ms. Curtis, I need you to check this for me. I'm very much out of all. Okay, so I don't know if it should be something between the long hours of practice or practicing.
Program here at Lansdowne High School is a really intense but real-world program where we're trying to teach the kids all about personal finance, which is a topic that's incredibly important in today's society. Following the Great Recession of '08, we still see a lot of lingering effects of that, and people really need to know this stuff, whether it's about how to write a check or balance a checkbook or invest in the stock market, how to handle a budget. There's all kinds of aspects for real. And what we try to do is to make it as real world as we can so that as these kids get out of school and they go on to college and they go on to life after college and work-related careers, that they'll be ready to handle this.
Hey everyone, welcome to the most recent history show. I'm your host Emma, and in case you passed out for all of December, here's what you missed. This month, the Amazing Spider-Man 2 trailer has been released. Surprise! Beyonce has a brand new album. Sadly, Nelson Mandela has passed away. May he rest in peace. Jupiter's moon, Europa, or whatever the heck it is, it might actually be able to support life. SantaCon happened. National Ice Cream Day was December 13th. Minecraft is the year's most top-selling app. That's all for this month. Hope to see you again soon.
What do you call a disc amputation? A ripoff.
And now for some interesting information about the Carsons.
Oh, hello. As you may or may not know, I'm Noah Cutright, creator of the Carsons. Now, the Carsons has really been a fun series to work on. It's filled with a lot of fun characters and original stories that have really made it a pleasure as well as a challenge to work on. Now, A lot of you have asked me how we make a series like The Carsons. Well, today we put together a little segment in which we'll show you the process of making an animated cartoon. And as for now, all I have to say is it starts with an idea. So just sit back and enjoy the segment of how to make a cartoon.
At Noah Cutright Productions, films aren't written, but drawn. Like most animation, it usually begins life as a storyboard. These storyboards are similar to a giant comic strip and allows us to plan for the flow of the plot. Here, you will see storyman Demetric McDonald and I at a story meeting for our first feature production, Doggy, Cammy, and Mousy.
And as they cut the corner in the alley, Lexi comes up around and kind of just stops right here with her gang, and then you hear this poof sound effect on the side. You just kind of see a little bit of the magic effect. It's like poof. So then they turn around towards where the sound is and kind of just look down the alley, kind of like, wait, what is that? And then they get shocked. They're like, oh my goodness. And then you kind of hear the skateboarding wheels coming in the distance, and you know, you got the music and everything. And then Cammy just kind of rides in on her skateboard through past them. So then we got her kind of just skating in the middle of the shot, you know, just kind of move the background and everything. We zoom the camera out. She jumps the fence. You gotta do this 360 turn or whatever. She's in the air. And then she lands into this group of people right here. She's skateboarding through these people. Then we got these two workmen carrying like a pane of glass, like across the street. And then they see Cammy come by and they're like, oh no! And then they gotta lift the pane of glass up, and then she skates underneath the pane of glass. And then they keep walking the glass over, and then they just drop it in the dumpster and it breaks.
These meetings continue regularly, as we often continue to reboard sequences many times before being approved. Before any true animation can begin, a scratch track has to be recorded, making it easier to synchronize the animation to the sound rather than vice versa. The completed soundtrack features music, sound effects, and dialogue performed by voice actors. The scratch track normally just contains any voices, vocal songs the characters must sing along to, and temp scores. The final sound is added in post-production. At Noah Cutright Productions, before any animation begins, story reels are often created. This allows us to work out any script and timing issues that may exist within the current storyboard. Editing at this stage prevents animating costly scenes that would end up being cut. During this time, model sheets are prepared for all the important characters and props in the film, so that art produced for the film remains consistent. Also at this time, similar background work is done for the settings and locations of the project, as well as the determining of the art style and color scheme used. After analyzing the animatic, I, as the director, take what has been produced and analyze exactly what poses, drawings, and lip movements will be needed and what needs to be done. This is translated into exposure sheets, which is a drawn-out map that's a breakdown of action, dialogue, and sound frame by frame. After the reel is approved, the full animation begins. Oftentimes, rough animation is done to get across the major points of action, and in-between frames are added in later during cleanup. To save money, the characters are often colored digitally, and the completed scene would look something like this.
Mousy, I only have enough money for 2 movie tickets, so you and I are gonna have to share a seat. Is that okay?
Sure. Cheapskate.
2 tickets to see Farewell to Arms?
That'll be $16.50. Wait a minute. Are you old enough to see this movie?
Yes.
Okay. Wait a minute.
Now that you have seen some of Noah's work on the Carsons, check out his upcoming movie trailer.
So, what do you guys think?
Sorry, man. We don't really see it. It's not really us.
So, what if I throw in 2% of the gross?
It's not about the money. We do this for the art.
Ha! Speak for yourself.
I just want to finally be in a movie where I have a chance of winning a People's Choice Award.
Why aim so low? What about an Academy Award?
Come on now, let's be realistic.
What's that supposed to mean?
Let's face it, you're no Robert De Niro.
Well, I hate this. Every time we're in a movie together, all you do is put me down.
I'm not trying to put you down. I'm just saying, then we just be focusing on the money. The money is where it's at. You can't get anything if we don't have the money.
Terrible.
Guys, girl, how about I go in 2% of the gross? You can keep the film wardrobe, and I'll see if I can bribe the film academy.
Done. How about another round over here?
Here's another episode of Cooking It Up with Matt.
Hi, welcome to another episode of Cooking It Up with Matt. I'm Matt. Nick's not here this month, but we didn't have enough time to cook anything, so I'm going to give you a little recipe for buffalo chicken chili. You're going to need dark red kidney beans, butter beans, and black beans. You're going to need 2 cans of diced tomato with green chili. You're going to need 3 carrots and 4 stalks of celery, julienne cut, 4 tablespoons of chili powder, 1 tablespoon of cayenne powder, 1 regular bottle of Frank's Red Hot, 3 chicken breasts pre-baked with 3 to 4 slices of bacon draped over, 1 diced onion, 1 diced green pepper, and you're going to need 1 to 2 tablespoons of horseradish and a good squirt of pancake syrup. Thanks for tuning in. Go Ravens.
Baltimore Print Studio. We're going to be working with them today. If you guys want to, this is the arts, well, a group of art students from Lansdowne High School, and we're getting ready to promote our print show for next Thursday. So this is great. We're going to make these awesome posters and learn a new printing technique. Brandon is our televideo teacher. So yeah, we've been playing around with a bunch of different textures and backgrounds. We're setting up our own shop at Lansdowne, and a screen shop. So. I know, I'm gonna do this.
Downsizing or glazing.
And so we
this is gonna help even your ink out and move it to all of the necessary rollers. Usually, it seems like there's a lot more space between the O and the W than any of the other letters. So we're gonna take out some of that spacing.
Meta.
We might do it here. Slide in my hand. Ta-da! This looks so good.
It does.
The big form, and it goes really fast.
Jimmy.
This is because of you. Get in there.
Dudes. Making my day. So rad. Yeah, I like it and I love that you understand the gray. Like or very cool and even it's like it just makes it work so well with that background. So. Okay, good.
And now for another episode of Sunfish Book Surprises.
Hey, it's Sunfish. Welcome to episode 4 of Sunfish Book Surprises, where you'll be completely surprised by these amazing books. Now the first book is Catch-22. It's about a World War I pilot who's trying to escape his job so he doesn't die. However, when he tries to plead insanity, it works against him. False prophet, guys. False prophet. It's Sunfish. And welcome to episode 4. The first book we're actually going to be covering is Huckleberry Finn. It's about a kid who runs away with home with a good friend of his. They like rafting and stuff, and they find treasure.
Going down the Amazon with my best friend Jim. We was going down the Amazon. Hey, what do you think about my singing?
It's okay, I guess.
Everybody's a critic. Everybody's a critic. And he finds his friend again after they get separated in a doghouse. Next book is The Stranger. It's about strange people doing strange things. As bubbles, because bubbles are strange and they're not normal or normal. And chapter 2 is like 72 pages into the book. What do you want, Nate? Yeah, stranger and strange things. And he goes to jail and gets killed. Catch-22. It's a real good book. It's like no other novel. It's one of the funniest books I've ever written. I mean, ever written. And it's about a man who tries to plead insanity because he's scared of flying in World War I because he doesn't want to die. He flies a bomber jet and stuff. So Catch-22. It's about catching 22 bombs without dying. So yeah, it's been a great time, guys. It's cold outside. And thank you for being here for episode 4. I hope you enjoyed it all. Good night.
So what is the kinetic sculpture race?
The kinetic sculpture race is a human-powered vehicle that's created to go on different surfaces. It goes on the road, it goes in the water of the harbor, and it goes through mud and sand. He has got to be powered by people. We've had many different designs throughout the past. The race is put on by the American Visionary Art Museum down in Baltimore. It's run through Baltimore, through the Federal Hill area, and through the harbor.
And what is the theme for the kinetic sculpture this year?
We're still determining the theme this year. In the previous years, last year we had a steampunk crab theme that was really neat. We had a cup of noodles theme that worked out really well. And my first year here we had a claw machine that was really neat.
Mr. Simon. I have a few questions about the computer technology in Lansdowne.
All right, I'm glad to be a part of this.
Do you think Lansdowne will ever go all paperless? Why or why not?
I don't think we're ever going to go completely 100% paperless, but the idea is to use less paper. And we want to be environmentally conscious, but we also want to be practical. So if there's a certain situation where paper is better, then we're still going to use paper for that. But we are doing things that are very specific to get paper use down. One of those things is we use a program called Edmodo, and you probably are familiar with it, and our teachers and students use Edmodo, and the students can actually save their work in Edmodo, and they can submit their work through Edmodo. The teachers can check the work on Edmodo and can even annotate the work on Edmodo and give them a grade, and they can do it all without having to print out the assignments that the students do in word processing.
Well, thank you, Mr. Simon, for your time. I learned some very interesting facts about computers today.
Thanks for coming.
When the double-decker New York City buses come by, they're at the exact same height as this studio window, so you can take over the tour like this.
It's been almost 2 years, and LHS Televideo has seen a lot of improvements. We've got a nice grant and a lot of new equipment. which has raised our production value for sure. But much of the improvements in our program I owe to the inspiration we receive from having had the opportunity to visit you and from studying your videos. We are coming to New York City in February, and I wonder if, as an expert on NYC, you might be interested in creating a video challenge for us while we are up there. Some things you might consider. We're bringing a crew of about 15 students and all of our equipment we can carry. We have about 3 hours to shoot during the day, and we will be traveling from the Guggenheim to St. Mark's Place. So, if this sounds like something you're up to, please challenge us to do more with our visit to NYC. Thanks, Casey.
Till it's bright out. Oh, just another lonely night. Are you willing to sacrifice your life? Stand by.
My New Year's resolution is to work hard and get good grades by attending school and studying.
My New Year's resolution is to get to every class on time.
My New Year's resolution is to improve my art by drawing something challenging every day.
My New Year's resolution is to be more social and talk to more people.
My New Year's resolution is to stop drinking soda.
My New Year's resolution is to get accepted into a college and not be bled dry of all my money.
My New Year's resolution is to try something new. I don't know what it would be, but it'd be new to me.
My New Year's resolution is to find a way to stay focused in class.
My New Year's resolution is to have a successful post-high school plan.
My resolution is to get to gold in League of Legends.
My New Year's resolution is to be the best me possible by going into everything with a positive attitude and being willing to try new things.
My New Year's resolution is 1366 by 768.
My New Year's resolution is to get more sleep.
My New Year's resolution is to attend school more so I can achieve better grades.
My resolution is to get more sleep.
My New Year's resolution for this year would probably be to procrastinate a lot less. Last year my motto was procrastinate now, don't wait till the last minute. It actually got so bad to the point where I would actually put off eating and sleeping until it was too late.
I might go more forward with Televideo as making more dedication and possibly going to that certain school that many other people I've known who've gone to it and gotten great jobs. What else could I do this year? I don't fully believe it's resolution. They just told me to get on here and do it. But to fill a segment, I will say that I have many great plans for Instagram, and if I ever do get the chance, I will try more segments and possibly find a way to be in others. Gotta do a little invasion thing, you know. So, have a great year. Have a great year, and